Ooh! Ooh! It worked! This microphone, the USB on it is really unstable. I'm gonna move it a bit so it can fit in the little stand I've set up for it. I have a little homemade stand for it. Okay. Okay, yeah, you guys can hear me. Alright, so today's video, I was gonna use the metronome with earbuds, but I don't have a charger. So everything I have uses Type-C. Like, these use Type-C, my phone uses Type-C, all my Xbox stuff uses Type-C, everything uses Type-C. These use micro USB. I don't have a micro USB charger, so yeah, I'm kind of stuck using these for today. I mean, it is what it is. So yeah. Also, my phone right now is completely screwed. This is what the screen looks like. Yeah, so I got an appointment set up with like a repair place near me for Saturday the 20th. So yeah, today's the 17th and it's a Wednesday. So Saturday the 20th, yeah, is when I have to go get my phone fixed. Yippee! Alright, cool. Let's get to it. Okay, goal for today is play all 12. Try and just play all 12 in a row for all of them. Hopefully it'll sound good. I mean, it should. I don't really know why it wouldn't now. I've been doing it a couple days, so I'm more used to it. Got out the shower about an hour ago. It is 10:25 p.m. right now. I'm trying to think if there's anything special today. Not really. Just more of this. Alright. Ooh, you can see how I make my thumbnails. Sketch.io/sketchpad. It's a good website. They've been free for like a decade. Alright. Turn it up a little. Come see how loud it is for you guys. Ooh, that's pretty loud. Wow. Still shows up pretty loud in post. Okay, whatever. Alright. Oh, how did I get it to do the 2-page view yesterday? I think it was this, and then it was horizontal view? No, it was, how did I get it? Nope. Print, add or edit, draw, text, highlight. No. This? Horizontal scrolling. And zoom it in a little bit. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay. I'm gonna take a second to think about it because I rush into this a lot and I'd rather not do that this time, just be steady with it. First, let's check what time we're at on here. 5:19 will be probably at 5:30 or so when I start. Okay. Two, 4, 2. Fuck. Well, I mean, it's the first one, and I'm not warmed up, so. Alright. That should be warmed up now. Do it again. Just keep going, even if there's a mistake. 4, 1. God damn it. So, I'll just start the arpeggio. Okay. And that was not very good. So I made a ton of mistakes, like a lot of mistakes. I said I was going to go through all 12 and I just couldn't because of how bad the mistakes were. Oh, God. So right now it's looking like bad. Like, if I had to take this exam today, I would fail within the first 2 minutes. Oh, let's see what time we're at. 10:46, that's respectable. I talked for probably 20 seconds and I reset a couple times, so realistically, if I did all 12 straight without any resets, any redos, any of that shit, I would probably be at about 10 minutes right at. So 4.5 minutes on one, to do 12 scales. That's, trying to think if that's enough time or not. Okay, calculator. Calculator. Okay, let's just assume 4.5 minutes times 4 equals 18. Okay, so I only need to cut my time down by 2 minutes on each, or by 30 seconds on each scale. That's how little I need to cut it down. So that's good. My time is nowhere near as bad as I thought it would be. It's just going to be an endurance run thing. So yeah, I set a goal for myself for today of doing just as many as I could in a row. And I mean that as in, like, can I do the major, natural, and harmonic back-to-back? I know for a fact I won't be able to do this one back-to-back. This one, these ones are just not there yet. And as much as I wish they were, they just aren't. So I'm just going to have to keep at it today. Every day, like I've been doing. Yeah. So, I'm going to try now to run through all 36, only 36, not the melodic. I'm going to try and run through the major, natural, and harmonic minor in a row, like I just tried to do on the melodic minor. And if it goes well, then I'm going to start doing that every day. If it doesn't go well, then I'll just have to work on it some more, try it again tomorrow. Oh god, this stupid dresser, the handles on it are like these brass, like, almost like the door handles in a school where you have to, like, push them in. They're like that, but they're just, like, decorative. You just, like, pull on the door and it opens. But they spin around and they're not supposed to. Like, you screw them in place and they just spin in place because of how, like, stripped the screw hole is. Anyways. Okay. I'm going to try to do 36 scales in a row. If I do it successfully, I'm not going to... I don't know. I don't even know what I would reward... I know what I'll reward myself with. Going to get my phone fixed. Yeah, sure. Sure, whatever. Alright, and let's just see what time we're at. 13 minutes 52. I'm gonna get a pen. Does this one have... Yeah, this one has lead. Pencil. Okay. I'm gonna... How long is this video? Okay, 13 minutes. Just reset to beginning. Okay. I'm gonna try and just do all 48, or 36 major, natural, and harmonic minor, and I'll stop when I get to the end of the harmonic minor. So I'm good playing this out. C major is going to be the first major, A natural minor, A harmonic. Why did it stop? How do you lag on a video that's... Oh god, is my Wi-Fi down? Okay. Weird. YouTube is a weird app. Alright. C major. I'm just going to write down the pattern so I know which ones I'm going to. And it's not a rough pattern, I just would like it to... I don't need to explain myself to you. C flat. D flat. the pattern wrote down. Let's also write down the time so we can see about how long it takes. I'll just write down 16 minutes and start then. Alright? Cool. Crap. That was 36 scales back to back. A lot less exhausting on my lip than I thought it would be, to be honest. Like, my lip feels pretty much fine. That was rough. That was really rough. A lot of those scales had easily avoidable mistakes. One thing I noticed, I'm really bad at recovering from my mistakes, which is going to make it even more obvious to the people who are judging. Because, I mean, the thing is, these are guys who have played for like 40 and 50 years. Or, I think one of them is only like 35, but like, whatever. Actually, they're all pretty young, now that I think about it, because the low brass guy, he's 44, 45. He's like early mid-40s. Then trumpet guy, he's like 32. He is young. And then French horn guy, he's also young, but he has like a baby face, so I can't really tell. But yeah. Oh man, so I didn't do like worst ever, but it was pretty close. It was not good. So a few of them just had weird flukes, which, whatever. Can't really do much about most weird flukes. Most of them are just there 1 second and then they're gone, and you can't find them again. What's some meaningful commentary? Ooh. What's some good things to talk about for this to like improve? Honestly, 90% of it was stupid, absolute idiot baby mistakes that I don't know how to fix, which has been a recurring theme. Most of the mistakes I made were the high range was really bad. I think of the 10, 12 scales that I played that were really high range, maybe 3 of them were good. So that's something I'm going to absolutely have to work on more. And I mean, that's something I've known. I think that helps show how big of a problem it is. Because the high range alone will fail me if I don't get my act up, pretty much. Get my... What's the phrase? Get my act good? I don't know. You know what phrase I'm trying to say. That... some of it was pretty good. I think the transition between major and natural minor was really bad because... So I just wrote a little index card and wrote the order of the circle of fifths so I would like remember which one I was on. And boy, it fucked me bad because I looked at A natural and I was like, and I just didn't do it. And I was stupid idiot baby for that. But I mean, I adjusted quick enough that it wasn't too big of an issue. Oh, my time. I'll have to look, because I've been talking for like a couple minutes already, but it looks about, if I had to guess, 13, 14, I don't know, 13, 14 minutes, something like that, if I had to guess. Because I started at 16 minutes into the recording, and we are at 31 minutes into the recording. So, yeah. What's something to say to this? So, that wasn't... Putting them all together wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. It was honestly about the same amount of mistakes as when I did them separately. So, which is honestly a good thing, because it means that, like, come day of, I won't have a ton of mistake. One of my friends who did it this year, I asked him about it because he didn't pass, and he's an amazing player. He is, at our college, we have like a really big band program of like 200-ish people, I think. And it's, in concert season, it's split up into symphony band, or symphonic band, I don't know, something like that. There's too many acronyms, man. They just call it Sim Band, and then there's Wind Symphony, or Wind Symphonic, I don't know. Basically, Sim Band is the worst one, and Wind Sim is the better one. Wind Sim is smaller. It's about half the size of Sim Band, a little bit bigger than half, and then it's also like the best. So. If you're a music major, you're required to audition for WinSim, because Sim Band, it's like anyone can join. If you have an instrument and you sign up for the class, then you can play. But WinSim, it's like it is audition only. I don't want to say it was incredibly, ridiculously hard to get into. It's just the tuba section. I mean, it's chock full of amazing players, and I just didn't make the cut. So that's also a goal I have for this year and next year, is get into that hoe, because I was very close this year. I managed to get first chair in Sim Band, and there were only 4 spots in Wind Symphony, but those 4 spots were I mean, it was fair. Like the 4 players who were in Wind Symphony, they were like the 4 best players, so they absolutely deserve their spots. I'm just sad that like I didn't. It's really weird knowing that like there's always that demon in the back of your head that's like you could have worked harder, you could have grinded more, but it's like, I mean, to avoid that, I mean you really just got to look at your own progression and be like, I'm happy with this. So, yeah, all right. Enough yapping. Let's get to these 12. Alright. Let me empty my spit valve, because it was full by like skill 14 or 15. Cool. A lot of it. 1, 2. I'm stupid. I missed 2 of them because I was scrolled all the way up and I didn't see them. Alright, I'll do them. it's odd, because I just had a very, honestly, bad run of 36 scales, and then a very good run of those 12. I'm honestly really happy with that. There's still a couple mistakes, but I mean, 2 mistakes is way more manageable than like 7 and 8 each. So, yeah. Damn, I'm actually really happy with that. I think I'm gonna have to start doing these 12 from memory, but I'm really not sure like how good that will go, because I mean, some of these my brain just kind of zooms in or zones in and out of these of the sheet music, so I can tell that some of this has already been pretty well committed to memory. It's just a tough choice being like which ones have and haven't, and I think, what time are we at? There might be enough that I can do this. It's already 11 o'clock, so yeah, not today, but I think tomorrow on the first run. First run tomorrow of these 12, I'm going to try and do them from memory and just see how it goes. Those 12 went really well, and yeah, that went really good. I'm really happy with that. Alright. I've yapped a lot today, but like, it's my channel. Get out if you don't like it. What was I going to talk about? What were you going to goon about, Sigma? But, what was I going to say? God, I have the brain span of, like, a rat. But, so, I think, oh yeah, I was talking about my friend who took this exam before I started these 12. My friend who took this exam, he failed, and the way it works is you have to pass this exam if you want to sign up for any of the 300 or 400 level music classes. 3 or 4 being junior or senior level. And if you don't pass this, then your only options are just retake a whole year, which, damn, I would not want to do that. Especially if I'm a music major, like, or if I'm an education major, because the ed majors already have to take another extra year. So having to take 6 years of college because you failed one exam that you had years to prep for, I would be pissed. And yeah, I'd rather not end up in that scenario, because I was talking to him about it, and he said that like when you take the exam, you also get a chance to take, if you fail it the first time, you get a chance to make it up. I think it's a month or 2 later. But, yeah. Honestly, I'm really worried that I won't make the cut, if that makes sense. Like, because, don't get me wrong, I've been improving quite a bit at these, but, I mean, just going back every day and playing through these and just getting more and more familiar with them, past a certain point, it's like, okay, why aren't these mistakes getting fixed? It's been like a month, you know? Because it has been, 3 weeks to the day. Happy. Alright. Oh, I think I had goals set for today, but I can't remember what they were. Yeah, this is the exact center of me practicing, because it's started on the 26th, go back to college on the 7th. So I have right at 3 weeks left until I move back. So, a couple things I need to get done before then. I need to pay my tuition, which, hate biting that bullet, but I actually got really lucky. My tuition went down this year. For those who don't know, when you go to college, you pay for your meal plan and your housing and all this and that and this and that. And for the meal plan, I would say you're probably better off getting the cheapest meal plan, because most colleges, when you live on campus, they require you to have some kind of meal plan. And like, if you live on your college dorms, which my school requires us to live there the first year to like encourage living there. I don't know, but the housing is honestly pretty cheap. It's just you have to pick the cheapest one. But yeah, the housing honestly isn't that bad, but eh. So the meal plan, last year I picked the big one because I realized like, hey, I'm not gonna have much time to cook. I'm gonna be going back and forth like crazy. I need to have access to the buffet thing, and 150 dining passes, which is like one meal, 150 of those, and then 500 dining dollars was $1,700, and that's just fucking ridiculous because if you do the math about it, you're paying like $11 a meal for the shitty dining hall food, and it is awful food. So I also had way more time, like free time, than I thought I would in college. So I think, or not even I think, I already set everything up. For next year, I just picked the cheapest plan because you're required to have a plan if you live on campus, which is bullshit. I mean, you're just giving them money because they hate you, and I think the cheapest plan, it was like $500, and it was oh god, it was I think 100. I don't know. It was, I think it's 50 dining passes and then like 100 dining dollars. I think that's what it is, but it's still ridiculously expensive. It's still like $10 a like per dining meal thing, and I realized like I can just go to the Taco Bell that's literally right next to campus, or the gas station that's right next to campus if I'm really desperate, or there's even a ton of grocery stores nearby. I don't get why they priced it so high. Like, they've got to be stupid because like there's literally so many food places right there that are cheaper than paying for the dining passes. I don't get it, man. Like, and then they're surprised when people don't buy their fucking scam plans that are shitty and cost too much money. If you're going to college and you're like considering like what housing to pay for, because usually the different dorms cost different amounts, like which housing is best, which food plans are best, honestly, go the cheapest on everything and then upgrade one if you truly can't stand it. Because my first year there, I lived in the next to cheapest housing, and it was, I think, $1,800 a semester, which fucking insane price. That's like $400 a month in real rent for a literal 12 by 6 room with a roommate. It's a 12 by 12 room, but let's be real, half of it's your roommate's. It is not yours. So you get like a 12 by 6 for $400 a month, or $400 a month, is that right? $3,600, $300 a month. Well, no, because you're not in it for 4 months of the year, so yeah, it is $400 a month. And it's ridiculously expensive, housing is. And also, they take awful care of their housing. Like, if you live on campus, also be aware of like your laundry situation. That's a big thing. My dorm, it has had 0 functional dryers the entire time I've been there. I bought this little drying rack thing off Amazon, and I just run my fan pointed at it and just hope to God my shit doesn't get moldy, which it will, because the dorms are 50 years old and full of mold because they hate you. 50 years old, full of mold. My favorite animal's a kobold. I don't know. My least favorite weather is cold. I don't know. But yeah, living college is great. I love it. I really enjoy my music degree. Like, I mean, it's honestly, I as much as I hate to admit it, the college I picked is genuinely good. Like, it's a shithole. They charge you a ton of money. It's fucking terrifying and dark. There's like no people out, and it's some Silent Hill shit. So if you're I like to walk around at night. Like, just put on my headphones, go walk for a few hours, and it's usually a pretty nice time. But, like, fucking hell, that whole town is like Silent Hill times 5. And, I don't know, it's a weird thing to try to describe to someone who hasn't lived the college through college. But, I mean, I love it, and if you're a high schooler considering going to be a music major, I would absolutely recommend it. Certain majors I would not. My best friend, she's doing, well, we actually had a big blowout, so we're not really friends, but whatever. That's too personal for a YouTube video. We had like a big blowout. Shit was bad. But anyways, she is, I think, computer science major or some specific programming language. I don't know. She's doing programming stuff, and to hear her talk about her experience, it sounds like hell on earth. Like, oh yeah, I had to read 75 flashcards in a row, and then it was awful. And I imagine mine sounds awful to her because I was like, oh yeah, I just practiced for like 3 hours straight, and then I went to bed. And she looked at me like I was a fucking troglodyte. So, I guess it's just like grass is greener, but the opposite. So it's like grass is greener in my yard, everywhere else is burnt. So, but yeah, as much as I hate to admit it, my college has done a pretty good job of making it enjoyable. The people are all great. That's one thing I love about college that seems to be universal, is the people are truly amazing. The people I've met this year, I mean, they make high school people look like awful. And if you're like me and you grew up in a really rural conservative area and you're not a rural conservative life enjoyer, go to college. You'll love it. Alright, enough jelking college. Alright, thanks for tomorrow. Do the melodic from memory in the morning. Melodic from memory in the morning. Fucking air horn sound effect. Bringing you only the hardest rock and roll hits. Radioactive. Horrible bit. 0 out of 10. Goodbye.